Alright, Bryce, you're good.
Hello, people who decided to join my demo. As some of you will know, I have not done a demo before, so this may be utter crap, or this may be a really good demo. This is a demo on the gaming platform Steam. When you download it, the download is free. When you download it, you can make a profile, and when you finish your profile, you can go on and download games. Some of the games cost money, some of them are free. Some of my favorite games are free, and stuff. So, recently, to my knowledge, there has been an addition in the stream platform gaming thing that allows you to stream from different computers. I have two laptops set up here, and if I were to want to play a game on this one but didn't have enough space, I could download it on that one. I could download it on this computer and then play it on that computer just by transferring the screens over. And that allowed me to play a lot of games that I wanted to play that I didn't have a lot of space on my computer that my dad put up in the living room at our home. That's all I can think.
Also for tablets?
What?
No, there's no stream for tablets.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Can you share these games with your friends also? Can you stream a friend's game?
You cannot actually stream from a friend's profile. You have to be on the same profile, and for what I know, the same Wi-Fi connection in order to share games, share screens. So these two are signed under my profile. I can't have like my friend Matt's profile signed onto this one and then my profile signed onto this one and play the games that he has.
There is actually a beta program going on right now for doing just what you were talking about. Like for instance, if you were in the beta and I was in the beta, you could log into my computer and register it, and I would be able to see all your games. And as long as you weren't playing that particular game at the time, I could play it off of your account. So it's still in beta at the moment, but it's going to be coming out. It's meant for like, family members, so you and your brother can share, your game collections without having to buy 2 copies of it.
That's a nice idea on their part. Do you want to run the demo?
No, you're doing great.
No, I'm not. I'm doing more. I have a few games, well, actually exactly a couple games that I want to show. One is called Robocraft. It's a free-to-play building game. You get to build your robots in blocks, prisms, just a bunch of different shapes. And there's tiers, there's armor, there's weapons, there's movement, like wheels, airfoils, which are just wings. And there are hover blades and a bunch of other stuff, which I'll pretty much all cover in this playthrough. And then my dad's tablet that I'm using right here, I will be playing a game called One Finger Death Punch, which is there's 2 modes. You can either play survival or like a campaign mode. And the campaign mode allows you to, like, you can go through different levels with different amounts of enemies. Some enemies will take more hits than others, and some enemies will activate a sequence of high speed right clicking and left clicking, and the game is just based around 2 controls, left and right. And then the survival mode just allows you to have an onslaught of people come after you, and there are different abilities that you can activate once you kill enough people, and there are special finishers and stuff like that. I will be streaming the first game, Robocraft, from this computer onto this computer to just show you how everything works. And any questions before I get started with the games?
Now, how do you get games put onto Steam?
Well, like, I'm guessing you meaning like buy the games and install them, which is exactly what you do. You buy the games, you on my screen, I don't know if you can see it, but on the top left there's a big word thing that says store. And you can go there, you can click on it and search for games. And if you don't know what game you want, you can just go to different categories. There's free to play, action, FPSs, and stuff like that. And then you can, if you know the name of the game, you can just search the game entirely and figure out how much it costs. Like I said, most of the games cost money, but some of my favorite games are free to play.
Okay, so do you have to buy them all through Steam then?
To get the games, from what I know, you have to, all Steam games have to be bought from Steam. There's also a Steam box, which I recently just heard of from my dad, of all people, who I wouldn't think know anything of, like Xbox and Steam box and stuff like that.
Gotta stay ahead of you. There's something bugging me for it, so it comes out.
I probably will. It's like a standalone console. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Xbox and the PlayStations, and can't think of any other standalone gaming consoles.
The Wii U.
Yeah, the Wii U, all the Wii U.
So it basically lets you access your Steam games through a little console version as opposed to the computer.
Yep.
Okay.
And
They
that's
sell
my
them
dad.
at Walmart.
What?
They sell them at Walmart.
He can tell you where they sell stuff. Any other questions?
What, when you said you can, stream, is it anything similar to the Play Store like Android, that when you download something, it has a record of it? So say your laptop dies on you, you can go to another laptop and download it to that?
I can't, like, both laptops have to be running, and as you can see on the thing, there's a little,
Well, for streaming, both have to be running, but just if you install Steam on one computer,
Yeah,
you
both.
can reinstall your games that you purchased before from Steam. Your games follow you, they don't follow the computer.
Okay.
Which is really cool, because like when you want to change out computers, right, get a faster computer, all I do is just get Steam installed on there for him, and then he can download all the games again, we don't have to go back and buy them all again, we have to find all the discs again, you know.
That's just like the Apple Store.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Google Store.
yeah.
Not to mention, with Steam, if you have to reinstall your games on the other computer, a lot of the games will actually save your save file itself to the cloud, to the Steam cloud. So you won't even lose your place in the game if your computer dies and you have to replace it.
Do you have to be online in order to play the game? Because there's a game that I play all the time that I've installed and everything like that. It's free like that. Only I have to be online in order to play it. Is it just like that, or
Well,
is it like my?
it depends on the games you want to play. Robocraft, for example, will allow you to log on and play, but you can only build the robots you want to build. You can't like go to team deathmatch and try to kill people. And you can also build a practice with your robot. Many games I've found require internet connection, but
A lot of the standalone games, if it's a one-player game that doesn't require an internet connection, you have to download the game and launch it at least once on the computer, and then after that you can play it without the internet. So the first time online, and then after that you can play them offline.
The trick with that, you carry your Pringles can with you on a Wi-Fi receiver. Look for receivers open Wi-Fi.
And there's always an open Wi-Fi
So,
around.
Wi-Fi somewhere, you got it.
always.
It's like spiders, you're ever working 3 feet away from open
That's
Wi-Fi.
right.
Anything else?
Let's see it's free.
I've already got this running, but as you can see my mouse cursor up there, where this play button is, it would be replaced by a stream button if you were streaming from a different computer. And when you click on it, you get a list of computers signed into your account, which right now I don't know, but I think you only have 2. And you can pick from that list and you can stream. It'll give you options and what games you want to stream with, and then you can click on the button, click it, and then press play and you can stream. This is my game. Like I said, it's just a build your own death machine and then, kill people with it.
So the computer you're sitting at right now, is that the one that's playing the game or the one that you're receiving it from?
The one that I'm playing, the laptop that I'm sitting at now is the one that I'm receiving the game from. The one that's broadcasting on the thing is the one I'm receiving it from, okay, the projector. This laptop right here is the laptop that I'm running the game on, and this is the one that I'm sitting in front of that is streaming the game.
So on your right is the one you installed the game on. The one on your left doesn't have the game installed on it. It's just getting the information and the stream from the one on your right.
Correct.
Could you do a two-player bowl with both laptops playing the same games
No.
against each other?
If you can see here, I'll move my cursor on this one and I move my cursor up there. So you're playing as the same, person. So, excuse me while I'm Usually like this happens. Sorry for the.
That looks awfully short to be your Steam password.
It's not my Steam password.
Okay.
Most of these games have built-in password stuff, so you can choose your own password. Sorry for the wording, I can't find the word. Can't speak English. You have built-in passwords. You can change your password from whatever game you want, and to different things. Like for instance, I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as my Steam password. 1, 2, 3 as this password. 4, 5, 6 on the on another game, and then anything on 1 and 2 on any other game.
So is it like an admin level and then user levels underneath it? They have multiple passwords for different games on it?
There's just no linking of your Steam account password to the game password. They're separate.
Okay.
You can set them the same if you like, but if you change one, it won't change the other.
Sorry for the immense
Right.
choppy, yeah. But this is the hangar that I have built my robot in. This is called the Dragonfly Mark V. And it has frequently, right now it's running nanomedic guns on the bottom, walker legs on the side to make it fly. There is a ton of cubes. I'm sure if you practice these all up there, that will be fun pretty soon. These are your chassis cubes. We have inners for tier 2, inners for tier 7, inners for tier 5, and it goes up all the way to TX1, which are called megabots. And megabots are like the ultimate level, the highest level you can get to. So all these can be used. You have the cube, prism, tetroid, inner of every single level. You can have helium, windows, and that's it in this category. Then you have movement. You have the classic wheels, thrusters, if you want to build a thruster stick or just want to increase the power of your bot. Hover blades, which I think I have 2 seconds. Airfoils, walker legs, caterpillar tracks, skis, and rotor blades. I found with certain parts you can put them in different places and they work, like the rotor blade. You can place it upside down and it will still work. And weapons, you have SMGs, front mount, like just top mount. The front mounts, obviously, they go on the front. They have less power. I believe they cost less. Sorry. And the top mounts, exactly what they say on the tin. They can mount to the top and they do a lot more damage, but they cost more. You see the front mount SMG for tier 1 is top mount is for tier 1 is, can't remember. I'll show you later. There's a cube depot up here so you can see all the prices of everything combined. Then you have the plasma launchers. Everything gets more expensive as you go up.
Now, do you get the coins or the money to buy stuff by beating and winning games, or do you buy it?
Well, you get the coins and money to buy stuff by killing people, assisting people with the nanomedic guns, or you can get scouts, which are you're the first one to see that person in the game. Spots, which are you press Q on the person, and it says, say if someone has spotted me, it would say, nanomedic walker flyer on anybody on your teams. Just a voice would say that. And I believe you're still adding stuff. And then you have the Galaxy Cache in the right, like right next to add funds. And on the left you have RP. RP is Robo Points, and that's what you get. That's what you can buy just everything with. You can buy everything for both of these currencies. The Galaxy Cache is a bit less because it's the microtransactions of this game. You pay, there's a lot of money, right? Yeah, here's all the expenses. If you want to go to like $100 worth of Galaxy Cache, it will only be 200,000 Galaxy Cache. That's a lot, but in this game sometimes.
You can't like go on PayPal and buy coins, right?
No. Then you have the rail cannon, which are your basic sniper weapons. You have the electroplates, which they're just like shields. They come in all different sizes depending on the tier you want. The nanotech disruptors, like I have on my right, and the Tesla blades. These do a ton of damage, and against Megabots, which are one of the strongest things you can face, and they can obliterate you in one shot with any weapon they have. This can kill them for one touch. Then you have the classic pilot seat. It's free, so you can build as many boxes you have garage space for. You have enemy radars, tier 5 and tier 1, and then I believe you get tier 7. You have radar receivers, you get tier 5 and tier 7. You get radar jammers, and I have 3, 5, and 7. And then you get headlamps. And those just shoot out headlamp beams. Then you have cosmetics, and you have the altimeter, and all of these are bought with Galaxy Cache. You cannot buy them anywhere else. But you have altimeters, speedometers, vapor trails, and flags.
Okay, how much time did you put in to get to where you're at to go to the gym?
Not much. Because I bought, here, that leads us on to the next topic, the Robo Shop. The Robo Shop allows you to preview and look at different bots. And I actually bought bots and ripped them apart and used the materials they got to make the bots that I have right now. So, come on. Go. Yeah, there we go. Come on. Come on, step in here.
Can you show us one of the strongest ones of bot to mine?
Well, one of the strongest ones I've made is, I will show you right after I show you this guy. The strongest one I found here is this guy, the Tesla Dart. He has Tesla blades that we said can do a ton of damage. And he is a hover medic, and he can also deal damage using his medic guns. And I bought this guy and the Scarab, and I reverse engineered them to make my dragonfly. Normally these guys aren't too good, and then you have the cube depot, which you can buy all the cubes I just showed you, and the tech tree, which allows you to unlock all these things, using tech points, which is another thing you get from completing games. You can also get Uber Tech points by using your Galaxy Cash to turn normal Tech points into Uber Tech points. And that allows you to buy everything, like anything, with a certain amount of Tech points. Like, if I have a ton of Tier 1 Tech points, I can either buy a ton of Tier 1 Tech point costing stuff, or I can convert them into Galaxy Cash and get like a lot of Uber Tech points to get anything I want. These are garages. These are your basic methods of building. I believe I have 9 right now, and you get some. You can either buy them with Galaxy Cash or get them from when you buy box. This is the Scorpion one, the first box I made. The Scorpion has a little pixel in the tail. Sorry for the little whack stuff. Have all this, and then 1750 to the end of May. The strongest box I've made so far is this guy, the hover cycle. The reason I call it the hover cycle is the sort of blades used to be upside down. They used to be on the bottom instead of the top. And like I said, that works for some weird reason. I'm not going to show you a battle because my dad has things to do it. I want to get to one more game really quick. But this is one of the strongest spots I made. Has plasmas. Relatively high tier plasmas. As you can see, it's mostly made from tier 8 and 7 armor. Then you have the social abilities, which allow you to, see I have one friend here, drop mine. I can add friends. I can get it in a platoon with friends. I can invite, I can say it in here. I can ask him to be in a platoon, which is just a gigantic party of people. Then we move on to premium really quick, and I'll try to get to premium. Premium is, it gives you, it costs Galaxy Cash, so you have to convert your money into Galaxy Cash, then premium. And it gives you, like I said, 100% extra, which is 2 times what you had. Also does that tech points, and every time you get a first victory of the day bonus, it also will double the first victory of the day bonus, which can give you a lot of RP. It also allows you to have 4-person platoons instead of just 2-person platoons.
Hey Bryce, you've got about 11.5 minutes here, okay? So if there's something else you want to go on to, we kind of need to wrap this up and go on to that.
You know what? I only have 5 minutes. I'll just stay on this. This is the extent of my knowledge in playing of this game. Any questions about this game or Steam that you came up with in the past couple minutes?
Show a free fall mode where people are fighting.
Go to Deb.
Oh, Bryce?
Do I have time for that?
Yeah, you've got 5 minutes now.
Well, better be quick then. I will use my flyer, my Walker flyer. Quick controls is just E and then B, or I can do a challenge mode, not going to do a battle mode. Challenge, you have 12 low tier bots versus 4 high tier bots. And I'm saying tier is like tier 5, tier 4, tier 3. And anything below tier 6 will, is what you're going to be facing. The average wait time, that's how they really get. Oh yeah, this is a very, very frail bot. It can fly fast enough to outfly and run with its legs. To get away from other bots. And you can also see all your teammates' names. See, I have all tier 7s. I don't have anything low or high, and I don't have any tier X1 in my game. You'll only generally see those in tier 10. giant mechanical robots that don't have physics. I'm sure you can hear the faint noises coming from this. I have Q and F will help align me. If I press that, it'll just put me into this circle. I can show you this.
Normally this wouldn't be so laggy, but he's streaming it.
Yeah.
Doesn't help when he's streaming it. The machine that's really playing on is barely able to play it to start with, and then he's streaming with adding even more overhead to it. So if you're going to stream, you're better off with your source machine being your better machine. He's got the exact opposite here.
Yeah. I can press right button in order to heal my teammates with my nanotech disruptors. And I'll right click and it'll just auto target my teammates. What I would want to do in this situation, if I can, is find a medic. And he's right behind me, thank God. And, you can either press the left button to aim or the right button to auto heal if there's anybody near you that needs healing. I found most people don't use flyers with nanotech disruptors. They use flyers with plasma to create a plasma bomber, or flyers with SMGs to create a interceptor. But I like this combination because it allows me to get to people I need to heal fast and die very easily, apparently.
Pull up.
I can't really. I have no airfoils left. I have one. If I pull up, I'm just going to do spiral. Hey, at least I have. Oh, I only have one drone. What normally happens is I become this, and then I try to run into people with my Tesla blades and kill them to death, and hopefully don't die in the process. This is the alignment rectifier. You can't shoot while you're doing this, so it leaves you vulnerable, but you can turn up right 100% of the time that you flip over. This is a problem for flyers a lot of times. They used to have alignment rectifiers that you could put on your bot, but they got rid of those because people were complaining about how the alignment rectifiers didn't allow you to always get 100% straight back up. Then you can see the Q on the side of my screen, and like I said, talked about earlier, it's spotting. And when I spot somebody, it will appear on their screen as an exclamation point, and you can hear it'll say what they are and what type of movement they have, so you can learn if they're a plasma bomber, flyer walker with nanotech disruptors like me. And even if all your wings are gone and you're not technically classified as a flyer anymore, it would still say flyer. So, and this game is still not like in early access, but they're still updating it heavily.
Okay, Bryce, you got about a minute here, wrap it up.
Well, that's my game. Goodbye, people of this world. Then you saw the stuff until it's covered.
See, I do that every time.
That's how it ends my demo.